Yeah.
Got my boy Austin out here. You know how this his podcast. He always want to ask everybody the question. I'm asking questions. You know what I'm saying? This is my way of going about it. First question I had off top, because Austin, like, he kind of modest here already. So I want to know, who you feel like was like one of your toughest guard type shit? Like, who'd you like, damn, he kind of tough. He got a bag of tricks that you know when you played and you have to come with your shit that night. You had to say.
In the city?
In the city, but you could do short with like your other league and in the city. Cause it's like you had two worlds in the basketball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like it was more just like the people. So I don't know. Like I really didn't get to.
You don't feel like you had no tough matchups like that?
I didn't go up against like no guards like that, like back to back. Like I was more like holding like young boy, playing with Mary Bethune. We playing against Deontay Burton. One-on-one matchup. It's just me and him going back and forth whole game, and I'm holding him. It's not really like people like my age type shit or like a guard. Really, like me and Pooh never really went against each other. Me and Dwayne never played each other. Me and Bronson, I played him. That I get up for like the high-ranked people when I did get a chance. Like it was like white boys, like Bronson, Matt Thomas. Like I'm going at them, but like
so all the matchups,
Wisconsin type shit.
Like, all the matchups in your class that you particularly, you just didn't catch them in a sense, because your class was 2013, so you got like Poole, Lamonte.
No, he's younger than me, but it was
that's who I see in your rank.
Yeah, I never even played like Lamonte. I played when he was younger. That like I never played against parents. Like we never played against Pies. AAU, I never played.
Okay, so in the city, let me dumb it down. So who you feel like the best player you played against? But you played against pros too. So
like all around.
You could look in the city and then from a pro standpoint. Being that you.
I mean, like city, like I just gotta show love to everybody from the city because it's like everybody was cold when I was hooping with them. Like even at King, my dad would open up the gym and just everybody would come. It was like Brandon Jennings would come when he was there. Nobody wants to be on this team, and we all running at him. He didn't get a win that day. But this every day, all the pros from overseas, Draylon, Dupree, DG, Bill White, name anybody else, dudes from Marquette, Vander Blue at the time, anybody, all the Marquette players, like, that's who, like, I was, like, geeked up to go against every time.
So that's one thing I realized being around you is always motivated. You got an edge by playing up. In a sense, like you never really like your age and that's cool, but like if you want to play up or get like I want to prove some shit, you go play against older cats. But that's just what you was brought up against, being at your pops. You know what I'm saying? So you was just always around older. So you probably like what 12, 13 playing against 17.
Oh, yeah,
16,
you know what I'm saying? I was playing like the reserve games.
Always, bro. Like, so you always just had a different type of edge, being that you was thrown in the fire early. So that's understandable. I get it.
Yeah, it's like why not? Like everybody else, shit. Like I'm looking at the coaches, but like I want to think I'm so cocky in a way. I guess cocky in that way sometimes. So like I think why not at the time? Why can't I go fuck around and be as good as Terry or like be as good as like go run at them niggas? But I never got a chance to play. But also I was young as fuck. But that's just like the way I thought. Like I could still go run at hold and go get my buckets with the dudes I'm hooping with the open gym who I named. Against all those players and all that shit, like.
So let me ask you this: how did you cause I think about.
So I just playing on the circuit before you say that. It was like I played against before not to cut you up. Like Yogi was like the only player I would say that gave me problems. Like Yogi for real.
He was nice
with the Kings. Yeah, like he was ranked high, but that was like the only dude who like I played like Devin Booker, all those guys, and like I played against all of them. But Yogi's like he was athletic, bro, and fast. Like I could score on him, but I couldn't stop him. Like that's the only person like I couldn't stay in front of, and I couldn't stay in front of him.
It was short too.
Short, fast, strong. Everything's a 2-foot jump stop, exploding. And I'm playing with TP Elite. We number one in the nation. He got Hannah Panera. We number one in the nation playing a grade up with TP Elite, and niggas they be forgetting about that.
Yeah.
We was number one in the nation, beating everybody. Isaiah, Austin, all them. But we played him. We blew him out, but he's killing. Like. He got me on mixtape. I'm spinning around. I couldn't stay in front. 2-foot jump stop, slapping backboard, getting up, floating J's, all 2 foot. Just nice with it though. I couldn't hold it. That was like the nicest guard. Like just everybody, but like D-Book, they're all nice. But like no, that's the dude who was killing me.
So being that you was like a gym rat, you were like to be in the gym or whatnot around the game. How did you measure?
Oh, and I cut you off. The shit that I really got excited for, I used to go to Chicago and play with like Sonny in the Sonny Parker League. And that shit used to be like, that's when I used to be like, oh yeah, like that's like when freshman year I drove there every summer before the season. They had Sonny Parker leagues in the fall.
Every
before the season, you know just how they got leagues.
Like every Tuesday, like
every weekend, every Sunday. So I'm driving there every Sunday, Saturday.
There's pros in you catch
Jamboree. It's like all D1 player, all the cold niggas in Chicago high school. Jaleel Okafor, you know the nigga who was jumping at the time, Jamie with the hops, like all the Mac Irvin, everybody in Chicago that coming to semis, that's semi on there.
Hi.
That's their league, like how Bay Lou would have a league. I was who come driving there in the Chicago league, hooping and getting a little.
That's what I'm saying. So, okay, that's what's. See, I didn't know that. That's a gym, but that's what I'm saying. You just always had the edge because you didn't look at basketball like the average. Like for me, bro, basketball was just so like, in a sense, I didn't have a cheat code, and I'm not knocking you for it, but you was able to unlock a different element of basketball because you seen so much of it at a young age. Like I wasn't driving up for Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And just like who finna take me to Chicago, bro? You know what I'm saying? Not to knock you, but that's how I'm saying your basketball shit like it's different, bro, because you was exposed to a lot and you seen a lot with basketball early age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even around here, not even just driving it, but like even just around here, it pops up a lot. But even my real, I have like two fathers that people, I don't know if people know that. That's where the Malone-Mitchell come in. But yeah, so William, like he put the ball in my hand first and then that carried on. But like all that, like I always just was around the game, like camps, like hooping, always like.
So let me ask you this one question. So how did you measure or how did you know if you was getting better each year? What did you do to try to get better each year, being that you was in the gym somewhere? Cause like this one thing I would look at like, cause I listen to Gilbert Arenas and shit. He say you could be in the gym all day doing that and not get better. And I realized like, damn, I probably wasted a lot of time in the gym not doing nothing to get better.
You saw us work out. So what was your, like not on cocky shit, like what was your opinion? Like you would work out with us like, but you would stop working out. You know, at times when you'd be tired. Every time. It's just like all your effort. So every move I'm shooting the shooting machine. I talk about this with Tyson or anything. Whatever I'm doing, I'm going hard. I know what I'm doing. So it's one dribble, the little shit, you gotta go hard. So the moves that I'm doing when I'm pulling up, I'm going hard, I'm stopping on a dime, and I'm hitting it, I'm shooting a lot. The coach told me, Coach Burlington, his name is Chip or something, he told me if you make 16,000 shots a day, you're gonna be a good shooter. I took that to heart.
But what age did you learn that? Where did you get that at?
Like 8th, 7th grade, 8th grade.
I never heard that, bro.
That's like me asking or seeking. Like I'm just like that. Like I'm young. My sister's at a swim meet at UWM. The coach don't know I'm Mark's son. He don't know me. I'm just there watching them, just sitting. I get to go practice with them. I get to go see the shit. I just like being around them. I get to go shoot free throws, see if they get to run practice. They don't know I'm Mark's son. So if I say it after a while, but I'm just around it. Sherwood, I'm young. I'm walking up after school, a little boy. I'm going to hoop with them. I'm 7th, 6th grade. I'm going to hoop with the hoopers at Sherwood. Maybe they not be the best competition, but I'm young out there at the high school shit. I'm hooping this shit. Like that's what it is. And working out, yeah, I'm gonna push myself. So I learned like my dad stopped working me out. I can work out myself after a point. So it's like, yeah, you know how to go hard. You push yourself. You know how to. Once you learn enough workouts or whatever, you know what to do. So you know. I like to work out all day 24/7, so everything's hard. Everything I do is hard. Every move you do, jab step, shooting machine, hard. Fast shots, hard. You making a lot. It's like every little thing. You always remember every detail.
And a
coach told me, I'm playing hoop open gym. Why you holding me from, because I'm just laying off. Why you holding me all the way back from like the middle of the 3-point line, like the free throw line, 3-point. Why you holding me by the free throw line? That means you pussy. My daddy would relay, that's when he said you pussy. He said he liked your game. That's when he saw you. Look, you're not as tough. You're not. You know, he wasn't there. You don't got that dog in you because you didn't want to get up for it and play defense and all that shit.
Like, okay. I was thinking like, what are you talking about? Pussy like this, but he's baby.
Pussy because you're not up. You're backing up.
Yeah.
Chilling out. You don't want to get up. You acting it's not scary. It's not all perception.
No, for sure you gotta. But no, so that's my thing. But how did you how did you measure yourself getting better? Like, did you get a point like from your freshman year to your sophomore? You feel like how did you see results in your game? Really?
Yeah,
It was just the work.
Like I always work. Like nobody was working me out. Like I would work out myself. Like yeah, they probably took me to camps and stuff, but I'm in my backyard, cones. I can see a camp. I'm jump. 30 seconds. I'm out there,
but no,
like,
that's work.
Like I'm by myself, like just working out.
But that's work ethic.
Yeah.
But how you measure your results if you getting better? I know, bro. That's like a hard.
It's just like I never got like so. I don't know. I don't think I got better. I know I'm good. So it's like I know I'm good. I know I was that good.
And that's something I think
like,
about,
yeah,
right, bro. You just think of the
I'm
question.
Good, you keep working. You working, but like I also don't think that I got. So yeah, I'm here to like I don't know how to answer that question. So maybe like so yeah, I didn't reach my full potential clearly because I didn't go to school or so I still have a chance, but I didn't go to school to do it the right way. But I didn't win state championships with my dad and like that's like a measuring thing. My dad won 2 or 3, Ty won 1. Or it's like measuring, oh, you didn't do this or like I never measured my game. Like I knew how good I was. Shit, I put the work in. Every time I worked, I knew how good I was. Like so, when every time I played against somebody big, I showed out. When after a minute, when I got to an age, every time I knew I was getting buckets, like I was balling. I didn't. So I never really sat back and like, oh yeah, no. Like I already knew I was.
So
I never sat back and thought.
What you think if you had to say your weakness was? If you had to say.
Like everybody's gonna say everything. So I hear people say like, oh, like there's so many different perceptions. Like some people got,
you got a narrative.
Everybody got
from the short says.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like so I don't know. So like. So I'm just saying that's your perception.
Because my weakness, if I couldn't shoot. Mm-hmm. But it's like, okay, I can't shoot, but.
So I would ask you, what do you think my weakness is? What do you think that my weakness is?
The knock on you if they're to say your weak defense. Mm. But then it's like, I played with you. I played with you though. You could strap up though.
I was really playing.
You could play defense though, bro. But that's what motherfuckers say, like, bro. But that's the perception being that you came from suburb league to the city. LeBron ain't got no defense. Cause that's how we look at it.
But then like, yeah, I mean,
you get what I'm saying? That's why I said our perception. But it's like if you play, like, bro, got some D.
No, it's not something like I be playing, like I played D, like I actually could. Like it wasn't no bullshit. Like a big game, junior. Who's holding who to not score? Me. I'm sacrificing that to not score. Can play. Like I'm sitting on the circuit. I'm sitting on.
That's all I'm saying.
Like I can play. That's just what they think. Then they be like, oh, you don't pass. But no, look who I'm playing with. They're not finishing. If I'm playing with killer,
was another back on you. That was another back on you.
If I'm playing, but think if you're a real killer, I'm gonna give you the ball, but you're not scoring it. It's turnovers, nigga. It's not that. I'm still passing, giving niggas chances, but who think about if you're a real killer, I'd rather put that chance.
I'd rather shoot than the turnover.
Yeah, it was pretty good when I did it. Shit, like I wasn't turning the ball over.
That makes sense.
I'm shooting like They just always way, but yeah.
I know we probably harp on this question a lot, but if you start looking back at it, what's your biggest regret? You got to say with basketball.
Just not giving myself a chance. Like not giving myself a chance. I didn't go to.
You said after high school, more or less. My shit in high school, we did to win rings, bro.
I mean, fuck that.
That's the biggest.
Like
in
you
high
talking about regretting basketball? Like no, I regret not winning state championship.
High school wise,
I regret that was a goal. Like I regret not reaching like certain goals that I set for myself. I regret like that, but like I regret like maybe not being as locked in as I could have been. The shit was just like I still prepared, but I still could have been locked in. Like I didn't watch no film on nobody on no state game, like nothing. Like no, I knew I was playing hard. I was good. Like I was out kicking it the state night.
Y'all had a chance to.
And that was both nights. I was out kicking it both nights.
But I'm saying you could have went back to back.
Yeah. I went up
back to back 12 and 13. Yeah.
I won one game twice, and the next year I went by myself my senior year.
Yeah.
And I was both nights. I'm still out kicking it. Like I just wasn't like even there. I wasn't like I stopped coming like half my senior year. Like I was still focused. It was just like but like a regret is like maybe not being. A regret. So a regret and probably like maybe like you've been around me, so like I mean like I don't know. I feel like you know me pretty well to at a point you did. So like
you give your perception of what you think. Like I don't know, I was kind of wild at the time, I guess. But like even there, like I never gave myself a chance at college. I never went like you saw. I was gonna give you I was trying to get you to come pick me up both times. I only stayed like a day at Missouri. Like I never gave myself a chance, and I don't know. It's lots of shit. Like what I was going. I was just like lots of shit. So it's lots of excuses. What you think?
But being around you, bro, one thing I will say, you always play hard. You was a gamer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Given the level of competition, you was younger, but you was never really right about a moment, bro. I remember your ass playing big my senior year, sophomore year against Hamilton. Played big against them, bro. Cooked them. I think that shit was OT, you know what I'm saying? I remember that, but you was always a gamer in the moment for real, you know what I'm saying? Given that, you could always play both guards because you could shoot. You know what I'm saying? But you was a 1-2, so you could pass. So it was really like no friction amongst that type of shit.
I got a question because you talking about that. Did you have a problem? Because we was cool before that. But did you have a problem like me coming in there and you were a senior? And I came in and started in like period, like other people shit. We keep 100. I know other people probably just felt the way it was. They didn't really rock with me like that. But like, did you ever have a problem like damn, freshman or Mark's son? Was it ever like anything extra with it?
No, I don't bullshit.
Like even though like we didn't even really get like cool to like after.
But we had, but I fucked with you before that. We went to camps, you know what I'm saying? 2-9 camps. So we had history, and it was like coming into the season, like we was hooping, but I got hurt early.
Right with me. Right after me. Yeah, we talked about that
before.
The
ankle issue, bro. Yeah, so it was like I was down. So it was like this was a perception, bro. I remember that because it was the opening tournament we had to do at
Kettle Moraine. We talked about it one. If y'all go back. We're not gonna explain. Y'all go back. But Kettle Moraine, you hopped on D.Steel.
But I'm saying, so I was out. So but I'm saying when the season kicked off, our opener was at the college. We always played.
Wisconsin was in college.
And I was hurt, bro. So I didn't play there until we started. So it was like Austin took this nigga's spot. So it's like I got healthy, I got in the rotation, we started, but no, I never had an issue, bro, with you coming over there because you helped us.
But you know I never stopped starting. That's what I was saying. Like,
but I didn't stop starting either, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was like
me,
right, it was you. Okay, yeah, so I didn't. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I never. So once I got back after it was me, you.
So it's not like I kicked you. That's what I was thinking.
No, bro,
I was just me, you, right.
But once I got back rolling, they're like, okay, still you back, but you started after that for sure. I was always starting. You just was off guard, bro. You could play the 1 or the 2, but you would let me rock the 1 because you would shoot that motherfucker. I would playmaker, bro. So I feel like if I could get 10 to 6.
But the way we play, like we didn't even have time to like run play.
You right though. You made me think about that later. The fact that our offense was our defense. You made me realize that after. I mean, we had
a selfish team. Like niggas was just getting shots up. Not that effective, but like we didn't run plays.
We didn't, but we had plays. But like you made me think about it, bro. It's predicated off our defense. That's what we focused on. Bro.
Everything. That's that.
Realistically, I thought about that. You talked about that shit like
fast
damn.
Everything was all fast breaks. Like it was fast offense. Even when my dad got there, like we was kicking it and running. We never slowed.
So looking back at it, we wasn't a good team in the half court. If you think about it,
I don't remember.
I remember that shit, bro.
I think we
only lost 3 games that year. We was good as hell, but
I mean, we didn't make it to state, but we was kind of good.
But I never went upstate, bro. That's another big regret I got. I never went upstate, bro. You went twice. But it's like, do you rather not go and like, cause it's like shit, you went, but it was like you got a taste of it, I didn't go. So it's like, I don't know if I'd rather go and lose or not go and be like, fuck it.
Of course, you know what you think you want to go just to experience.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like, I'm going to just go to Steel. Like, damn, bro. That was another big thing, though. Like, damn, we didn't go to state, bro. My freshman year, they lost the game before they go up there. My sophomore year, we was banned. My junior year, we was subpar. In my senior year, we was loaded, but we just didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
we had a lot of shit. We could have, like,
we was valid. That's the only
problem. We was still good, but honestly, like, we talked about this before. I don't know if we said this on camera, but we didn't like each other. Like, as a team, like, you don't know that. Like, we had,
that's what I think about me, bro.
Didn't get along. Like, that's
I get it. It was
like
clear.
The first time. Like,
but you
was happy for the season to be over with. Like,
you ain't fucking that shit, bro. Like, you was happy.
I've never in my life been happy for a season to be over with.
Like, and I ain't trip on that, bro, because I look at like, it was different. My experience that year for you was because it was looking at like, bro, I've been in my freshman, my senior. You know what I'm saying? This is why
I still love. It's not like that.
Bro, y'all was stacked
From the
back
time
bro.
who was doing that shit. Like,
We set
come
the
on now,
foundation, bro. But you remember before, because I was a junior, bro. I was gone. I was
Man,
in my Florida.
niggas knew from
there.
the time I got there.
When we came up, did we go state? I think I came to the
Freshman year, you had to catch one time, right?
But I didn't go upstate, Austin.
Yeah.
And none of that came. Swear to God, bro. That's one thing, like, I wasted a year.
What do you think that's your biggest? Did you think that the biggest thing that you think I did wrong, or like looking back, you like, damn, why you do this, or like anything like that? You get what I'm saying?
Just your stretch after basketball, bro. Like, you're figuring out adjusting period after your high school shit. Like, cause you was nice, you was living off your name, you went prep, you did valid. But you just had to lock in and be patient at a spot destination. Like, you didn't allow the college situation and that shit work out for you. Like, you want to rush the process. Being that you landed a good situation, you just never finished it out, bro. Like you wouldn't do a semester of school. Like, come on, man. You just went to hoop, which was cool. You just wasn't patient at the situation. So you landed in some good spots. You always found decent school. You just didn't trust the process to figure it out. Like, okay, I'm going to go here to make All-American this year. I'm going to go here to put up these numbers. I'm pretty sure you had the mindset because when we was in the gym, you like, yeah, bro, just all the shit around you, like, fuck this shit, nigga. I'll hoop another time. You know what I'm saying? So you just didn't focus in, lock up enough to finish the whole thing. But you had your look, bro, an opportunity. So that's the only thing, bro. You just didn't trust your process to finish through. So that's the only thing looking back at it, bro. Being that I had the opportunity, I seen what that shit can get you, bro. You could have made some money in that shit, bro. Because at that level, all you got to do is win. Mm-hmm. Go to a good team and win, bro. You was in camp, you was in a good situation, bro. I even hollered at Quaven, like, bro, what's Native looking like out there? We was like, bro, they usually have some good ass guards. He told me that. He told me that. I'm like, okay, bro, straight up. Mm-hmm. Your ass stayed a weekend. A week. Damn, bro, we ain't no shit at the crib, bro.
That's what he was telling me too. He's like, bro, we not doing shit.
You ain't no shit, bro. Go ahead, bro, get that shit in, bro. Fuck that, bro. Y'all need to come up. I'm gonna rate the riddle.
I swear to God, and it was just like over.
Looking back at it, I'm pretty sure you just wish you would have let that opportunity work. That, like, what's the most you wish you would have did that one?
I would have, if I'd have just stayed, even the first school, even though I couldn't hoop, I'd have just stayed.
Because looking back at it,
they told me to stay. Like, I'm not supposed to say this, but they was like, oh, yeah, look, we got this money. I'll give you extra money if you just stay a week. I didn't care. I'm good. I bought my own plane ticket back. I'm good. And then the second school, like, they're telling me, oh, I did 2 workouts. Oh, this school, University of Texas, some school right there. They're gonna offer you. Oh, this gonna be your shit.
That's what I'm saying, but so you okay? Do you feel like them telling you that you wasn't as hungry because you felt like
I still wanted it? It was just like
the shit around you,
bro.
You just was worried about the shit.
I wasn't worried about nothing. It was just like. Maybe I was realizing I wasn't not. People say that that's my personality, but like no, like
naturally that's your personality.
I don't know. Yeah, so like I don't give up, so you wouldn't know.
Me being
you wouldn't know. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So exactly. So you wouldn't know. So I don't give it off. But no, like I just like I was fucked up. Not like fucked up. Like I was like on some bitch shit. I was like depressed. Like not. I don't say bitch to be like that. On some like soft shit.
Relationship.
Not even that. No, fuck a relationship. I ain't never been in a relationship. I'm talking about just like. I'm in my chest about like depression, realize like damn, like some real shit fucked up happened when I was young. Why should I keep doing it? Or like maybe like just my mind, like I was depressed over a lot of shit in life, like
mental health, bro.
Yeah,
just before you really before you really knew about it, bro.
It was just an excuse. Like I was literally maybe even you like I'll be crying on the phone, like, hey bro, come get me.
That's
like, I can't do it, like over nothing. I had like everybody reaching out. I just be like, nothing. Like I'm good. Like I love being in the gym. I just,
can't do the shit around.
I could. It's just like I just rather. Why not come back to the crib? I can make some like, and not like I'm like Mr. El Chapo. Like I can come back to the crib. And, like I'm making money. We chilling. I'm having fun. Like I never like talk about tax. Like I was nonchalant in that way. I guess like yeah, I'm good. I still got time. I'm still got time. But yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, that was lots of shit.
Looking back at it though, I don't got regrets with the game, bro. It was fun, took me places, met players, league, you know what I'm saying? And I was at that level. Yeah. At that, you know what I'm saying? I went JUCO, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like that then it was the league. not like that, but you got a taste of it. And what I mean by that, you catch Jamboree, you see like, oh, this long. What I'm trying to say, bro, it's a big difference between D1, D2, D. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hoop,
Cardinal Streets and all that.
everybody hoop, bro. But when you at that level, JUCO, and you trying to, you see like, oh, bro, come. And you see what D1 look like, so you feel like, oh, a dog finna there be. But even on the circuit, bro, you play pros. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't that you accustomed to it. Just like it's a reason they at that level, bro. Shit at that level, bro, it set itself apart, bro. You see who in the gym. Like, damn, dog can shoot. He on the gun.
Just sticking with it.
Dog can shoot. Dog strong as he in the weight room.
Yeah,
but I learned, like you said, they told you early, like if you want to be whatever, 1,600 shots. My guy told me, like, bro, at this level, only thing changed is size and speed. Mm-hmm. And that always stuck with me, like, damn. And as you see, bro, niggas at that level be fast as hell and big as fuck, bro. Yeah. Big, bro. Like, in the city, I'm like 5'10", 5 whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's everything. Like, our big man in the city at the time, like, they're guards. They all guards, like 6'5" is our big man. Like, you're a point guard, nigga. You're a fucking point guard shooting guard, but you can play a big man. Like, Trail, nigga, you goddamn not even like be like 6'2".
So bro. It's like, bro, at that level, bro, you damn near gotta be perfect, bro. Like, perfect to be a pro, all that shit. But it taught
you to be efficient. And
you gotta be good, bro. But
you had efficient and work ethic.
You had that mindset, bro. You always had work ethic. I didn't even know that from. Funny, we do motherfucking, bro. Yeah. I want to say you like come away from work. I want to say you did the stairs. I ain't make it. I want to say you bear crawled or did the workout.
Yeah, man.
Oh! I'm like, no, AM, I can't do this. That's some crazy shit you trying to have me do. That croak out, I did a couple like, no, you got it, bro. I'm cool. And then I'm like, bro, my shit tight right here, bro. What stretch you got for this? Nigga, you showed me some crazy ass stretch like this.
Trying to get you right. That shit get that.
I'm like, no, bro, I can't do that shit, bro. My shit on fire, nigga. Hell no.
Everybody I tried to, even the players I got to, they'll not be fucking with that shit.
That's one thing I would do, bro. That's one thing I overlooked, though. You gotta stretch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You gotta stretch. Your ass was stretching that. I ain't never stretched like that, and I'm paying for it now. I can't touch my toes. Mm-hmm. Tight ass.
That all shit makes you better in basketball. What I learned too, like even like Brandon Jennings when you're younger, like that nigga no home, like no weird, so he get to touch his toes. Like that's good flexibility.
Yeah, bro. I was in college, bro. I was the least flexible player on my team, bro. Mm-hmm. Like we sitting down, I couldn't do it, bro. Yeah. Like fucking burn it, nigga. Like damn, but I never stretched. Yeah. That's bad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like even what you eat.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, that's early. Like even you got to learn what to eat before.
I didn't know like before the game you get nervous, big game. Ooh, let me get some wings.
That shit never man. I gotta eat good. I gotta stay eating good. I never was on that. I'm KFC before every game.
Never was hurt or never.
Good. I got full. I don't like when shit on your stomach. I gotta eat big meal.
Bro, big game, big meal, bro. My stomach could go crazy for them. I was like elementary school, bro. The worst stomach pain I ever had on some eat shit. I got to get me a morning together. McDonald's, steak and cheese bagel before the game.
I know you're talking about them motherfuckers be fired though. He ain't lying.
I tried, but bro, I feel like my lungs was collapsing, bro.
That's crazy. We got plenty of time here. You can plenty of goofy shit, dog. That shit's funny. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for y'all for watching, for tuning in again. We're gonna have more of these. You know, hopefully you guys get a little bit more hopefully you guys get to know a little bit more about me, a little bit more feeling about what I've been through.
Yeah, man, he only opened up with your boy, man. My boy Onion, he got hella layers, which is why he let me conduct this interview. You know what I'm talking about? We got big things coming. My boy is on fire. Y'all like, subscribe, shop, whatever, man. Just check out the channel, man. Type in.
Period. That's all we need to say.
Hit him with the city girls, period.
No, man. That's all I mean like that. Tap in, though. You get what I'm saying? Try to play. Tap in, man.